Okay, so, big wildfire news. Wildfires. Why am I upset about wildfires? Let me tell you why I'm upset about wildfires. Because, that used to mean something. A wildfire literally means it was started by the wild. It was in the wild. It's like a death of natural causes, right? You know, you can't shoot somebody in an old folks home and be like, they died of old age because it's in an old folks home. You know, no, you shot them, right? So a wildfire means it was started in the wild by the wild, like lightning struck a very dry area, and it wasn't really raining enough to prevent there from being a fire, and there was a fire. That is a fire started in the wild by the wild. It has happened throughout history. There has been fires in the wild. Those were wildfires. Now, fires that are started by people in the forest that lights trees on fire and lights up a forest is called a forest fire. All fires in forests are forest fires, but not all forest fires are wildfires. This is what the nomenclature used to be. This is what it meant. It meant something. Okay, now in California, you can have power lines put up by humans with a bunch of amperage and voltage arcing and sparking and lighting a tree on fire, and we go, oh, it's a wildfire. It's a wildfire. It's put there by the natural indigenous homegrown power line. Oh, it grows in this area. It's actually native to Western California. No, that's stupid. It's a forest fire. Yes, it's not a wildfire. If the fire is started by natural causes, you know, let's say a volcano or a lightning strike, okay? Natural causes, that's a wildfire. If it's started by something a human put there, like a power cable or a gender reveal party, then that fire is no longer a wildfire. It would literally be like me going into an old folks home, shooting an old person and saying they died of old age because they're old and they're in an old folks home. No, they'd be dead of being shot. It would be a shooting. It wouldn't be, oh, they died of old age. Just because they're old and they're in an old folks home doesn't make it a death of old age. If somebody else did the killing, okay? Same with a wildfire. A wildfire needs to be done by the wild. The wild needs to do the fire for it to be a wildfire. The fire is what you were determining as wild. It is happening in the forest, so it's a forest fire, but it's a wildfire, meaning it was started by the wild. Stop calling all forest fires wildfires. It doesn't make any sense. Only you can prevent wildfires. No, Smokey, it was forest fires. You used to say forest fires, and then for some reason, they changed the nomenclature to say, nope, just say wildfires. No, you can't prevent wildfires. That's why they're wildfires. Holy crap. What's wrong with people? Why did they change this? It's stupid. My head hurts.